Minecraft at its core is a very simple game. You break a tree, get a log, make a crafting table, gather more resources, make more things, and, well, there's not really an end to the game. Sure, there's defeating the Ender Dragon and officially beating it, but unlike most video games, that's not at all where the story ends. In fact, most people treat beating the final boss as one of the first things on their checklist. In this video, however, we're going to discuss how OpenAI took these simple actions to the extreme and taught an AI how to play the game at a human level. In the modern era, there's a large divide between human activity and artificial intelligence. AI has done some impressive things for sure. The advent of the DALL-E 2 art generator is one of the most recent examples of incredible artistic work done entirely via machine learning. But in most technical respects, there is still a necessity for the human touch. The sandbox nature of Minecraft makes it a very human game. If you've seen any of the millions of videos across the internet, you know very well that expression within Minecraft is almost an art form in and of itself. People have done miraculous things, from constructing beautiful mansions to building functioning computers out of the game's technical aspect, called redstone. Combining Minecraft and AI is not a new idea, but with OpenAI's newest project, it is certainly the largest combination of the two that has ever been attempted. This was not merely some sort of combat bot or a personally coded builder that follows instructions. OpenAI trained a neural network to play Minecraft in its entirety, sandbox building and all, by instructing it to watch over 70,000 hours of YouTube content. This is the story of how that AI came to be. Video pre-training, or VPT, is the process of instructing an AI to watch vast quantities of video in order to provide learning data on what it is supposed to achieve in a given task. In this instance, that video data was people playing Minecraft and demonstrating unique artistic taste in their building, their crafting, and a myriad of other aspects of the game. The issue with most of this data, however, was that it was incomplete. If you go to YouTube and choose a random Minecraft video to watch, you may not notice this. From a human perspective, those videos feel very complete, as they often focus around a certain goal that is formulated, attempted, and completed by the end. From a story standpoint, this is a complete arc. AI, however, is not human and has no need to understand story or conceptual data. Instead, it needs to see the inputs, commands, and specific path towards a certain goal within the game. If you try to watch one of these videos from the point of view of an AI, you'll quickly notice that most of the boring content, otherwise known as grinding for materials, has been cut out in almost its entirety. This, paired with the other tiny edits done in order to make an overall better YouTube video, are detrimental to an AI's performance. Therefore, the OpenAI team did something pretty ingenious to get around this problem. They contracted about 2,000 hours of Minecraft content, but in these videos, they instructed the creators not to edit anything out whatsoever. They also asked that their inputs be recorded as well as their gameplay, so that the AI could learn exactly how to do what these creators were doing with the same keyboard movements. With this data, the OpenAI team were able to train what is known as an IDM, or Inverse Dynamics Model. This IDM is able to predict the actions being taken at each step in one of those well-edited YouTube videos, effectively allowing it to understand what is being done without all of that grinding and keyboard data being included. This is much more effective and requires far less data than attempting to analyze the individual frames of video data present in a YouTube video. It allows the AI to make faster, easier predictions and therefore allows it to learn faster. The IDM is able to sit in front of those 70,000 hours of general YouTube content and is then allowed to learn. Many times people express confusion at why such a powerful tool is being used to play a video game. OpenAI is a pioneer in the field of artificial intelligence, and they could be using their tools in order to do some truly remarkable things. What people don't understand, however, is that training an AI on Minecraft doesn't simply leave one with a capable builder and crafter. It showcases the actual process behind training an AI, and allows the researchers to study the code that is generated by the infinitely complex neural networking algorithm. For most AIs playing Minecraft, the robot interacts with a very internal control scheme without having to deal with complex peripherals. In this case, however, the researchers wanted the AI to have as much of a human setup as possible. Because of this, they tested their results using the much more difficult human interface of a 20Hz frame rate and a mouse and keyboard. The model used in this case is known as a behavioral cloning model because it is copying the micro-behaviors of the YouTubers in these videos and reconstructing them in order to attempt different things for different cognitive rewards. For example, one of the first things the researchers wanted their AI to be able to do was to craft a crafting table. For the ordinary person playing the game, this may take around a minute of an in-game time. At a much more complex level, however, this is about 1,000 individual in-game actions, including small movements of the mouse, pressing certain buttons on the keyboard, holding down a button to break a log, and then the incredibly complex process of in-inventory crafting. The AI was able to learn how to do this, as well as several other complex actions, like swimming without drowning, hunting animals without a weapon, eating food from those animals, and what is known as pillar jumping. This is an interesting development because the only reason it's really done by humans is to get a lay of the land by looking around from a higher altitude. The AI doesn't really need to do this, so it seems like a unique layer of human artifacting. Either way, the skills the AI gained by simply watching YouTube videos is astounding. So far, the foundational model of this AI is fairly basic. It is trained across a very broad scope of the game, so that it is generally able to perform most tasks fairly well. The real magic comes in when the model is fine-tuned to specific tasks, with the most critical being early game technological development. In the small sample set of contracted video, the OpenAI team requested that the YouTubers play several samples each of around 10 minutes in a new world, where they would gather materials, craft beginner tools, build rudimentary houses, and explore the world to search for loot. With this fine-tuning, incredible changes were seen within the AI. It was observed not only reliably crafting a crafting table, but also going deeper into the technology tree in the game and crafting wooden and stone tools. It was also observed building small structures that may have been attempts at houses, as well as plundering villages and raiding chests for their loot. This particular aspect is fairly interesting, because the loot in village chests can be incredibly lucrative. With a proper reward modifier set for certain things like diamonds and iron gear, it would make more sense for an AI to dig underground and search for the materials itself. Perhaps searching for villages was an adaptation made because digging underground is dangerous. If so, that would be a fairly human adaptation indeed. We have spoken several times in this video about a certain reward modifier, without exactly explaining what that means. That reward is a key part of what is known as reinforcement learning, which is a key aspect in training an AI in what to do and why certain actions are necessary. Most algorithms that rely on reinforcement learning generally use random reward modifiers and rely on entropy to eventually settle on something that gets the AI further and further in their relative goals. OpenAI, with this experiment, claims that doing so is actually very limiting for certain artificial intelligence implementations, with Minecraft being on that list. Instead, the researchers manually decided what actions should be rewarded and applied a higher bonus to those actions compared to other, more random ones. The results were incredibly promising, and even past human expectations in some cases. For example, the AI was set with the incredibly challenging task of crafting a diamond pickaxe, which before this was an unprecedented activity for any sort of AI. It takes a skilled human roughly 20 minutes to acquire a diamond pickaxe if they are solely focused on that, and can take nearer to an hour or so if they're performing other tasks in tandem. As such, the researchers set a higher reward modifier for each step in the process of acquiring a diamond pickaxe. These tasks generally are the following: acquire logs, craft the logs into planks, craft the planks into a crafting table and sticks, craft the sticks and planks into a wooden pickaxe, acquire cobblestone, craft a stone pickaxe, collect iron, smelt that iron into iron ingots, craft those ingots into an iron pickaxe, find diamonds, mine those diamonds with the iron pickaxe, and finally, craft those diamonds into a diamond pickaxe. That is a lot of steps. Over 24,000 in-game actions on average. And the AI actually manages to do it consistently over extensive testing. The researchers compared this to the standard model of reinforced learning, where random modifiers are tested, and found that in that case almost no progress was ever made towards crafting a diamond pickaxe. There are simply too many random elements to Minecraft for that to be a possibility. Video pre-training is an incredibly powerful tool that allows artificial intelligences to learn not only how to move towards the completion of a task, but rather how to act in a more general sense. The internet is a vast, untapped mine of potential for AI in the future, and it's very likely that we'll see several other projects on the same scale as this for other games. Because Minecraft is very open-ended and generally only uses a keyboard and mouse, the OpenAI team believes that their results bode well for other similar domains, like more general computer usage. Thanks so much for watching. If you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, so we know you want to see more of this content. AI is always making leaps and bounds, so it's very likely we'll see something interesting develop soon. Make sure to hit that bell for upload notifications, and we'll see you in the next one.